Hey guys, so welcome back on my YouTube channel. It's your boy Trill, and I have found some more useful information for you to understand better how to start the game when it actually releases globally, English version, whatever you name it. Again, I was browsing all the Chinese forums, etc., looking for some information for us to know how to start, what's the best start, and I actually found an interesting article. Now it is from 2020, but to be quite honest, I went through a lot of things that are from 2022, and it was really difficult to understand. However, this guide is very simple. Let's name it like that. It gives actual advice from someone who played the game, and I think it's someone who played the Chinese version but is not Chinese. If it makes sense, I hope you understand. So let's go through it. So, warning, the blah blah blah, VPN might be necessary. So again, he played the Chinese version. I guess it was still not available on Steam, but now the Chinese version can be downloaded on Steam. So, whenever we think of strategy games, we think of Fire Emblems, blah, blah, blah. I had tried. Yes, exactly. That's what I said in my previous, the global release video. You will have to like the game. Like, it's a very, tactic RPG, gacha, strategic game. So a lot, not a lot, but some people might not like it. That's why I'm also gonna test it. You might taste it to understand, first of all, if you want to play the game or not, but to have the best experience when you're gonna start the game. That's why I'm doing those guides for you, so you can also understand what you should focus on to not make some mistakes that might potentially ruin your account and you'll have to restart. Obviously, we don't want to waste our time. So, for those who are not American, it means too long, didn't read the entire thing. Okay. Graphics nice for its current era of mobile games. Now, again, it was 2 years ago. Obviously, I don't remember when Genshin Impact released. But obviously, in terms of graphics, we have way better graphics with other games. But if you want like a pixel style game, like it gives you the retro vibe of game, it will be your sauce. Again, it has been a while since I speak in English. Anyway, so graphics nice for it. Overall, a game with potentials. I agree. From the trailers or so, all the data I found so far on the game, it really sounds like an interesting game that obviously it's not written in the book what you have to do. There's a lot of strategies that you can think about, and yes, I mean there will be a lot of things to do and discover. So the most important part, obviously for us right now, is the rerolling tips. So when you're gonna start playing the game, from my understanding, we're gonna get free pools, and then you're gonna be able to get some SSR heroes that are SS, like the best one, lower ones, etc., etc. But from what we know, yes, your first 20 rerolls should aim for a sword or mage unit. After that, put 20 rolls on weapons. So again, when I did my very first video, I didn't know yet if I know for sure that obviously the heroes, you might summon them, because at the end of the day it will be a gacha game, but I didn't know exactly how the weapon system works. And yes, not only you can craft them, you can also summon them. So the advice here is to do a 20 summons on heroes. So you get one of the best SSR heroes that are SSS, and either from a sword or a mage. And after that, you put 20 rolls on weapon. The rest do what you want depending on your team lineup. Don't start with archer or cleric, as the cleric, apparently there's a specific banner only focusing on healing. Archer serves as a better job at throwing alignments and board manipulation. Also, most enemies are susceptible to magic damage. Okay, so apparently most of the enemies we're gonna be facing, especially at the very beginning, will take more damage from mages, and I mean overall mages are also very strong, and archers, assassin type of heroes are usually better in PvP, but again we'll see. So yeah, I mean that's the most important part of it. I just want to let's go a bit more graphics. It's a good alchemist code. If the game is still live, no comment. Sound and storyline. Sound is good, however, no voice and acting through the story, which means I can't understand. I reserve the aspect. Okay, gameplay. This is where the most of your review lies. In summary, the game is a team building game where you choose between 4 classes: Swordman, Mage, Cleric, and Archer. So it's not support, it's Cleric. That's why we had those cards with a mace, something like that. But the books are also used by the Clerics, I think. And construct a deck of weapons, cards, clearing missions. The missions are eliminate all enemies missions. There is no auto. That's what I thought. When I saw the first trailer, it really looked like you won't have the option to auto. So again, this will be also very difficult for some of you. I'm pretty sure a lot of you will really enjoy the aspect of not having auto when you have to grind and manually play the game. But for some that don't actually have the time to spend so much time on grinding manually through the game, might dislike the game. So again, make sure to test it out and see if it's your cup of tea. You have to control all 4 of your units and clear it using your own wit. For characters, you will think to choose high rarity units and maul through all the enemies with damage. However, this game is structured toward building a balanced team. This means you have to have some kind of DPS, or DPS indicates damage per turn, plus some sort of tank. And I'm pretty sure it might be that clerics might also be tanks. I'm guessing warrior will be the main one, but perhaps clerics if they can put a shield or something. And then you have all 4 high rarity damage units. If you have no sustain, the enemies will take you down with plain numbers and damage. DPS is very weak though damage unless you are to reheal than intended. Yes, that means you will have to use your low rarity units early game. Yes, every unit matters, as some offers exclusive auras and buffs to nearby teammates. That's also why in the tier list I presented to you, it was also shown which units are the best from the R rank. Yes, because you have SSR, SR, and R. And obviously, apparently some R units will also be very important. Hence why some R units will actually SSS. So that also explains a lot. Matters as some offers. I have no clue whether a 1-star unit has the same amount of stats values as a stars unit. I'm currently leveling the starter mage and cleric just to compare if I go. No. For weapons, so weapons are obtainable through normal hard nightmare missions. This does not mean it's easy since there are only 10 auto clears provided every day. It's a huge grind. Early game, I decided to pull 20 times of gacha for weapons and it offered a significant boost to DPS. Weapon gacha provide guaranteed perfect quality, which provides a huge boost in damage. Weapons are really important in this game as they offer a lot more plays than normal. Archers can pull enemies towards themselves or push away. Clerics can boost your movement points, which accelerate your turn. Swordmen have a weapon that allow them to dash toward the target. Mages have powerful AoE effects that turns the tide of a battle in the... Okay, now for the flow of gameplay itself, each mission you start by setting up a formation. After that, that mission starts. Each character gets their own turn. You do move all characters like Fire Emblem using your movement points, which I will refer as MP from here on. For those who played Dofus, MP, you will know. You can either move your unit or attack when they're playing on your weapons and cards that correlate with class unit. For example, if you are moving a cleric, you can only attack playing a book. So those are the books. Okay, yeah. You cannot use a sword as a cleric for obvious reasons. Exactly. Range matters here to flavor's sake. After all, you can swing a dagger across the map and hit someone in a normal RPG. This is no exception. However, there are weapons that have different range, which spice up your deck building. MPs are consumed in each action, and the turn ends when you exhaust all MP, or if your decision to end the turn. For example, hide behind a box, a rock, etc., to set up a higher attack in the next turn. Again, very strategy oriented. Turn order is decided by however much MP each unit has, including enemy. If you still don't understand, play the game. No shit, bro. The execution, however, is simple, effective. I love how easy it is to understand, but it's using it in your advantage is difficult. This offers some insane plays. Mages blowing their load twice in one turn, like not making you. Overall, if you enjoy strategy games, give it a try. The game is grindy, but the time you are stuck, you will probably want to speed out your auto clear tickets on XP or gold anyways. Okay, so there is some sort of auto clear actually. I'm guessing every single stage we're gonna have to finish it first manually, and that it will offer us some sort of like quick run, auto run through it to just get the rewards and finish the fight. I'm guessing there will be some sort of stamina that you can actually use to grind through the stages. So we're gonna see how or what's the best use of diamonds. I'm presuming there will be like a premium currency, but again we're gonna have to test it out. Making things grindy is a strategy employed by many gems to make money, so I don't fault developers here. I think it's a good game. Give it a try at least to try to get to rank 15. It takes me a week to climb to 15 with modest amount of playing. At this point, I'm just grinding to 4-star my 3-star units, which I'm lucky enough to have 4. 3 from gacha, total of 70 pulls, and 1 from login. Again, veterans of the game, feel free to add on. So yeah, guys, I mean, it's pretty much what I said in my very first video about the game, from what I thought. Again, it's, you know, it's not like a new revolutionary game. If you played Warhammer Tactics, Langrisser, Final Fantasy, etc., you won't be lost in the game. But obviously, for very more detailed and accurate information, because again, this is something that was done 2 years ago, we're gonna have to wait for the release on Thursday. Again, it's very difficult right now on the stage to find some data or actual footage in the game with explaining stuff that is not in Chinese. So yeah, I'll try to be there, guys, for you to obviously, you know, test the game, make some comments, and show you some guides on how to progress faster. Anyway, guys, that's all for now. I will leave obviously the link to this not paragraph but article in the description below. So while you scroll down, as always, make sure to subscribe and like, and I will see you in the next video, guys. So ciao, enjoy.